this video isn't about the loadout per se. This video is going to be about Blackbeard. I mean, I recreated him as best I could in Modern Warfare, but there's no shield, there's no breaching charges and other shit, whatever. My main point for making this video is to discuss this character that I love so much for no reason at all. When I first started playing this game, I didn't play it on release. I had plans to play it on release, and at the point did not have the money to buy the game, and then I never really got around to it until later when I found it on sale, and I bought it, and it was about the time between, I think just after maybe Blackbeard got released. I don't remember, but he was out already by the time I joined the game, and I saw a character named after a pirate, and me being the pirate fucking moron that I am, I jumped on that, and when I started playing, just I guess one way of determining it, it was between nerfs in that he had 2 shields that were 150 health, I think. But to put it plainly, I could not give a shit what his ability is. I would play him no matter what he was. And just the fact that he does what he does is fine. But there's so much energy, we'll say, around this character and characters like him. Shield operators in particular is what I'm saying. Because he's technically a shield operator in a very vague sense. He's just not a traditional one, you know, not giant metal thing, pistol, whatever. But having that sort of character that just sort of makes unfair engagements just by default when they do fight people. Monty is, you know, you work with your team, but when he fights people, it's just beat you into a corner, smack you, or just shoot you when you're not looking, whatever. It doesn't feel good to play against that, because it feels like there's not very much you can do. Obviously, there's counters to all of those characters, but if you're not one of those counters, then you just feel like a fucking idiot, just standing against the wall, hoping that the wall's gonna crumble and you're not gonna die in the process. So why does he exist? You know, what purpose does Blackbeard fulfill if you have Monty as this sort of teamwork-oriented, pushing character? You see him in Pro League all the time, but what does Blackbeard do in the grand scheme? He doesn't deny gadgets, he doesn't breach walls without, you know, the use of his breaching charges, which other characters get just on a whim. They say he's for holding angles, but there are other characters that can do that too. You know, ones like Glaz, who are rampaging through Pro League and ranked play. Kali's now a new addition where she can sit even further back, just out of the map even, almost. Yet you have this guy who puts a shield in front of his face. And he's not good at peeking angles because you see his shield too early, but he can sit there in a window the entire game and just keep people from moving. But if any other character did that, and they just kept a good eye, that doesn't matter. Only when the enemy team knows you're there already does your shield actually matter in those situations where you're just sitting holding an angle. So why in that fringe situation is it even his job to do that, you know? Get someone with a better weapon even to have that job of just sitting on a window. A better weapon and less of an important role, you know? Someone who already used their gadget, or their gadget's not as good. Afinka, I guess, could even do that. And she has frag grenades. Siege is a game, and games meant to be fun. But shit like this isn't fun, and half the time it doesn't even work correctly. You know, you try to peek something, and their ping doesn't line up with yours, so they put the extra few bullets in to the fight where it feels like your shield just evaporates and you're dead, or they shoot you over or around your shield, and you start yelling at the screen. It's not fun, like 50% of the time. And you'll see people playing Blackbeard and they'll die and they'll just leave the game instantly because they're not even having fun either. It's just breaking even at that point, just because you have this dude with a fucking glass in front of his face. I wish he was more, not intricate, more complex. I guess it's a synonym, it doesn't matter, but I wish there was more to him. I wish there was some extra degree of something to give him substance beyond just guy who eat bullet and shoot you in the face. He looks great. They keep making skins for him, which is, I guess, a good platform, and he obviously makes money, apparently, that they make Christmas outfits and bright pink shit, and also the garbage. I want more of a reason to pick Blackbeard over other characters. I want him to be considered, and he's sort of in that Tachanka boat where he's sit still and stay there and do what you can, or just die, but on attack, you know? As close as we're gonna get to an attacking Tachanka. And his weapons aren't even good, like Tachanka's turret. They're balanced in a way to make it so that he can't just turn a corner and pop you, and even using as many attachments as you can to compensate for that, they're still pretty fucking terrible. The deagle recently got buffed, but that was an afterthought, you know? That was for Nook, and Valkyrie makes more use out of it. And then he just sits there and just, you know, gets the extra little bit of attention, but they don't care about him. They make the outfits and shit, but he's not going anywhere anytime soon. I just wish he did. So let's say we do reach into a few more years of Siege, closer to 100 operators, even if we don't reach that much. My ideal Blackbeard is someone who's aggressive, someone who's scary, you know? The real Blackbeard employed fear tactics mostly to get what he wanted in his campaign of thievery on the high seas. So what if he was an aggressive character who could make use of that fear, that sort of thought, but not like a roam counter, you know, like Lion was, I guess would be what the thought you might be getting in your head. I don't want that. I don't want someone who hunts people down. I want someone who represents a threat in some other form. I don't want him breaching hard walls. I don't want him doing other things. I imagine him with the weapons he already has, better suited for non-shielded gameplay. I would prefer just wipe that whole fucking thing, throw it in the garbage. You tried it, people hated it, it didn't work well or in a healthy way for the game. I'd personally like to see him have frag grenades, but I say this as if there were way more people in the game and the density of people having frag grenades was way less. Like Glaz and DK have it now, and that's fine, but maybe they shake things up like they did with IQ again, and they swap frags to him and throw his ability in the garbage. But I don't know what he would do. I don't know in the grand scheme of things how things would line up, because there's other operators that are probably already, mostly if not already done, and just tweaking in their little setup back there. Plus Tachanka's still in a bad way. So when does Attack Tachanka get his heyday? Blackbeard isn't good. He's cheesy at best, and I'm lactose intolerant, so I'm not about that shit. Here's to the future. It's 2020 and beyond. Thanks for watching. The funny shit to follow.
The guy to your right, Rob. Behind you. Ran past him.
What the fuck? How?
He was like behind the door.
Oh, that was perfect. Literally I smacked his ass with the door and then... So yeah, just use the fucking M14, you slob. You'll get like 5 attachments like in a game and a half.
I'll be bad.
You bad anyway. Bad.
Damn it, behind.
Oh, yep.
Fuck!
HQ contested. HQ contested.
I ran out of bullets! Oh. Fuck my dick, dude.
HQ is free. Stand by. HQ contested.
Jesus Christ.
They're all above us.
Hello.
Hey, Donnie.
I'll close this door.
The above us is like the building to be. Cover me. I have a predator missile. Cover that doorway, Donnie. The doorway I was looking at. One coming.
Fuck! Fuck! I'm out of ammo.
Wait, Donnie. Ammo box behind us.
I'm dead. That guy just fireballed himself. Oh, this is a kill count.
Ow.
Dead.
Ah! I got a VTOL, so. Just,
No, our dude's running overkill with the shield.
Shotgunner. Donnie!
Sorry.
Perimeter breach. Defend the HQ.
Fucking not even door there.
Fuck, there's another guy behind me. I killed 2 on my own. Then just 1 person. Still actively losing it though, Donnie, so you gotta like drop the bodies. I didn't even know there's a guy doing like shit like I was. Dude did way better than me. Well, he didn't cap anything, so fuck him. Oh hey, Donnie. Take cover my door and just fucking.
Yeah.
2 outside there, Robert. Another one.
Double kill, golden pistol, platinum pistol.
Nice.
Enemy at the crossroads.
Hell yes, dude. Oh, it shows all the platinums unlocking at the same time. What am I right?
I hear 2 on point, yeah.
There's one over here too, you said?
I hear them on who's. Wait, let me go back to the drone. Oh, on Habana's drone, heard somebody shuffling around.
Castle
There's a camera constantly spotting me, so I can
That's
only
fine,
do so much.
irrelevant.
Yeah. Up bathroom.
Yeah.
And then Castle's Mia, so you can jump on it.
Oh fuck!
Oh,
You
he's
piece
right
of shit! Ah!
there. Nice.
Holy shit.
Oh, you digged him. Jesus.
I didn't. Out to lunch, like I didn't expect him to walk up, and be like, "Hey, what's going on?"